Okay.
Oh no, keep going. I don't care. Keep finishing the conversation.
We're apparently going live now. I did not know this until last
It's okay. Hey, we needed to go live. We're 13 minutes late.
We need to stop talking. He's gone live.
I didn't say stop talking. I just said we're going live.
We're going late or on time.
We're late, but we're only 13 minutes late. I'm usually 15 minutes late. We're 2 minutes early.
Hello to the people in the chat.
Hi, kids.
Wow, it says 0 people watching.
I know, right?
On the ticker.
That is not. I knew that these things were losing viewers, but damn, that's a lot of views lost.
I think it's just that people ordinarily expect Angleton Standard Time of a deviation of a half an hour. So
maybe that's it.
Well, we've been going on time lately. Well, we have the past couple times we went online. We've normally go on time.
Yeah, for these we normally do.
Yeah, so
we're just a little bit late. If you guys aren't doing a story, we're just a little bit late. Sometimes if you guys are doing a story over at Geeky Pup Show, we might be a little bit more, but generally we're pretty on time with these things. Yesterday, we started off our Halloween with independent comic book horror comics. By the way, I did send a link to the Lester sisters, and they're invited because tonight's not going to be too bad.
Well,
it's
they're
DC
busy.
Comics. Yeah, I know. It's just, I'm going to be polite. I would rather them say they can't come on than them say, hey, why didn't you invite us?
Well, they'll never do that because they won't pay attention to Twitter too much.
That's true. Okay. All right. But last night we did independent comic book horror comic covers, I should say. And today we are doing DC Comics. And this one is going to be a little interesting because it was not just me picking the covers. Eric and RDV helped last night. So you can blame them if you don't like it. So, all right.
And then we'll complain that we spent all this time putting it together just for you.
There you go.
To rank it low.
There you go. I know. And that's the whole point. Yeah. I didn't actually need help. I just wanted to shift blame onto you guys.
Scapegoat.
Yeah. No, actually, it was kind of fun. Yeah. The thing is, it was fun with a little bit of help because it is. I get some comics, for two from this run, 3 from this run, and I've got to break it down. It's like which one is the best, which one would be more interesting, and I think we did a good job. I think we've got some fun books to look at. Obviously, you guys know one already because of the thumbnail, and that was fun.
If you guys don't like them, too bad.
Too bad. Actually, just score them low.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We didn't make them. And if you guys are having fun scoring them low, that's awesome. Hopefully there will be some that you guys have not yet seen. That's what I really dig about this. Yeah. Hey, look who's here. Look, long time no see, says Joe. Hello to Dalton.
I'm surprised they're not asking, who is this?
Yeah. It's been a minute or two.
And he got a haircut.
He did.
Angleton pulled me in from watching Agatha, so I will do this, and then I will go back to watching Agatha so we can review it tomorrow.
By the way, that's my plan too. Also, by the way, it has been requested we review the Penguin. I could do it right now. It's freaking awesome, guys. Check it out.
He does he do the wah, wah, wah?
No, but he's got that grumble. I mean, you've seen Batman. It's Colin Farrell, yeah.
I just it's not the Penguin if he doesn't do the wah, wah, wah.
Right. All righty, let's get this thing going, kids. Let me put in the go for one. And here's the thing. Let me get this going because I'm going to do this probably every video that we do this month. These are horror comic books. Some are going to be scary in a misty sort of moody way. Some of them are going to be gory. If you can't handle gore, go. All right? Don't stay, get all offended and flag and all that kind of shit. You don't like it, turn it off. All right?
October is spooky season, and you are under strict instructions to deal with it.
Dang it! I need to. You gotta let me know when you're gonna start using these terms. I was gonna put up the picture of the thing and then Al Gore, so every time you say these words, I can just pop them on the screen.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's going to get gory later this month. This is DC Comics. They can't go a certain distance as far as the gore is concerned, but it will be getting gory this month. Don't watch if it isn't your bag. That's the thing. Okay. Yeah. Don't complain. Don't bitch and moan. Don't do the Twitter thing. Don't even do the well actually shit. Just go.
Yeah, just play Misty.
We'll see you in November when we're doing turkeys and family shit. Okay. All righty. And definitely Christmas, by the way, we're gonna be doing Christmas shit.
Turkeys?
Okay. That being said,
let's comics? I don't know.
Let's go for one. All righty, and Eric, you're in the starting block, so you get to start us off with a comic I'm sure you'll love because it is all floating heads. This is Hellblazer number 58.
See, I figured you would start with Dalton because he's right under you. And I just put a big obnoxious mouthful of popcorn in. But fortunately, you ran on until I finished. So I'm good to go.
All righty.
Let's say I don't know what's going on here, but sorry, Rhaegar. I'm giving this a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Dalton? What do you think?
I love me some Hellraiser, but this is or Hellblazer, but this is one of the more meh covers. I will give it a 7, I think.
Alrighty. Yeah, the reason why I put this one on was because it's all floating heads, and Eric always makes a big deal about how floating heads are cool.
Well, it's also that almost all the colors are the same, and it kind of like there's nothing pops really here.
Alrighty. How about you, RDV?
Wow. It's like Johnny Rotten on a comic book. If you don't know what Johnny Rotten is, Sex Pistols. But anyway, no, so I don't think it's floating heads. I think he's just standing in the crowd. I really I think it is. It's just that they didn't feel like drawing the bodies.
And I think this is more the police than it is Johnny Rotten.
Oh man, his expression on his face looks more like, like he's Sid, or Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols, like he's on cocaine or whatever. But yeah. This is, it's a crazy cover. And it matches Garth Ennis is on here, so you're gonna get these crazy vibes like Johnny like this. I like this, so I'm gonna go 10. It looks cool.
Alrighty, and I think it's okay. It's a good cover. It's not a great cover. Once again, I put it on there for Eric with all the floating heads. When I saw it, there was no way I wasn't gonna put it on here. But
the memes write themselves, basically.
I'm going 8 on this one.
And knowing Constantine, I wonder if it's all the people he screwed over.
Could be. All right, Glinzer says 7, and Cheapo says 6. I like the faces, but a bit boring. Agreeing with Dalton there. And Dark Admiral says 6 as well. And Joe says, 5. So we got a 5, 2 6s, and a 7. 5, 2 6s, 7. Next up, not very scary, but well drawn, says Brian, giving it an 8. And we have 7 from Ethereal, 6 from Jackson, 7 from Michael Taylor. All righty. Next up, are these death masks?
No, I don't think so.
The only one with flesh-laden masks on his wall is Dalton. Dalton, are these actual faces, or are these like the heads you've got on your wall of apparently your neighbors? Yeah. All right. We have Maranya saying Hellblazer 58, evocative cover, well rendered. Constantine appears to be bursting out of a sleeping crowd. Monochromatic colors work well with this concept. Score a hellish 10.
Actually, are they supposed to be shrunken heads? That might make sense too if he's in a dimension where there's a bunch of shrunken heads for some reason.
Well, I don't see any shrunken heads would have the mouth stitched. Or
he's trapped in hell. Who knows?
You want to stitch up the mouths when you shrink a head, and I don't see any of that. All right, Rhaegar says 6. I guess this cover doesn't do anything for me. 7 for the art, says Michael Taylor, and there you go. We got a 6 and a 7. Alrighty, and no, it's definitely Sting on a bender. Hey guys, 10 for me. Went to the dentist today. Always fun. I went and had a private showing of Transformers 1 or whatever it was called. Alrighty, and let's get this one down.
If you just stopped at a private showing, I'd be like, where did you go?
Well, what we have is a 5 taking down one of those 4 1s, but then we've got a 6 taking down the last 4 6s, taking down the last 3, and one of those 2 8s, and then 5 7s versus 8. We got a 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Jackson, what I do to my annoying neighbors is no one's business but mine, thank you.
Well, and your neighbors.
Well, I mean, if you have their heads on the wall, that's more like an Ed Gein thing.
I would say your neighbors definitely should have a say in the fact that, you are hanging them up like a deer.
But by the time it gets to the mount their heads on the wall phase, I have exhausted all sympathy I have to them. They have revoked their rights to an opinion.
I do have to say my part was to teach them to cut the heads off first, because the body's on the other side of the wall just limping there. It was ungainly. All righty, Dalton, it's your turn to start us off, and you've got Doorway into Nightmare, and this is issue number 5 with Madame Xanadu. Dun 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 dun.
All right. Different Xanadu entirely, but yes. I like this, but like it's got interesting retro vibes, and I like that aspect, but it doesn't. I don't get the idea of what's actually supposed to be going on in the cover, and that is always a bit of a problem. It's more colorful and interesting than the previous one was, so I think I will go with an 8.
Okay, and let's see, RDV, what do you think?
She's got a head in a jar, and she's got candles lit. Like, did she do some kind of seance? Or something like that.
I actually thought maybe Dalton could let us in on that, because it does look like a seance kind of thing.
All the candles on the floor.
Yeah. What one assumes, I know there's an ancient Mesopotamian ritual where you can take a human skull and essentially bind a spirit to it and use it as essentially a familiar.
He's our friend, kids.
And if anyone's curious where I got that, it's covered in Ritual Offerings by Aaron Lateach. It's also covered in Irving Finkel's The First Ghosts book.
And Tobin's Spirit's Guide. They're called Ghost Worshippers.
I'm going to lose my channel for the supposed Satan worshipping going on here.
Whoa. No one said we're worshiping
Satan. Alrighty. What do you think here, RDV?
I honestly, I think it's pretty cool. It's like, it's just, the things that you find about women when you go out there at the first date and come with their apartment. She's got a lot of jars there, and I'd hate to be the next person in that one of those jars. I'll go 8.
Alrighty. And Eric.
I was thinking about the other day. I was watching the game, and the guy I was watching the game would start talking about Ethiopian rituals, and it's like, wow, it's deja vu all over again. I'm looking at this, and honestly, it's Mike Kaluta, so I hate to do this to him, but I'm going to say 8.
8. Okay. Well, that's a very good cover. 8 is a very good cover. I know we love to see those 9s and 10s. I am particularly one of those people who love it when you guys are like, oh, I love that one. But yeah, I mean, let's see what we're looking at. We are looking at what looks like a seance, a severed head in the jar, but it looks more demonic, like not quite a human head. It almost looks like that jar has antennae. It would be a little bit more interesting with stuff in the jars in the background. There's a lot of empty jars. She looks, I mean, obviously she's drawn very well, good looking woman they drew, but she's looking out the side of her eye like whatever's happening is going to happen to the person that's walking in on her. You know, like
yeah,
she
which is
expected
weird.
somebody. Yeah, she expected somebody, and she set off this spell, which now that they entered the room with her, it's going to happen. So
that's why I
like
kind of didn't pick up on the seance thing at first, because she was looking at the reader and not at the stuff going on around her.
But the confusion, I think, is enough. I'm gonna go an 8 on this as well. I think this is a very good cover. And one of the things I got to say I like about it is the fact that it's a story, but it's leaving that story up to you. Okay, Dark Admiral says 10. And Rhaegar says we know that Dalton's not a serial killer because he's an oversharer. Michael says 21 heads if one of them happens to fall. And Glinzer says 9. Joe says 6, nothing special. Ethereal says 7. And Rhaegar says 6. So we've got 2 6s, 7, 9. 2 6s, 7, 9. And preserved head, but only 6 for me, says Brian Stam. And Jackson gives it an 8, and so does Michael Taylor. 2 8s and a 6. Next up, Finkel, Einhorn, Finkel, Necronomicon. Let's see, shame. Well, there's only 5 in this series, and they're all semi-expensive in mid-grade. Yep. Who they were waiting for those Madam Xanadu's in a movie dollars. Who are you kidding? Saint Worship will get you out of boys put on the front trending page of this website. Yeah, probably. I'll go 8, says MK, and so will Va 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 Boom. And hello to Va 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 Boom. It's been a couple of days. All righty. Let's scroll down and see who is left. We've got Maranya said, Doorway to Nightmare number 5. Very well rendered. Just enough background to set the scene and tone of the book. Color focus is on the woman with a head in the jar. Score a nightmarish 10.
Oh.
Let's see. No, I think she's about releasing what's in the jar. Okay, I'm still thinking she'll release it on the person that's coming in on her.
Well, there's one thing. There's no whiskey in the jarro.
I skipped Cheapo Comics. Well, I have to skip somebody, and he gave it a 6.
I mean, he's cheapo. So wow.
I know. Okay.
He's not a professional.
There you go. All right. If you have a vote, even though I'm putting up the stop, feel free to put it down. If it changes anything, we will change that thing. All right. And for now, we're going to bring this one down. And let's see where it stands. We've got 4 6s taking out those 2 10s, the 1 9, and 1 of the 8 8s. But since we only have 1 7, this, ladies and gentlemen, makes the 8s. Those crazy, crazy 8s. There we go. Hey, we're climbing the ladder, kids. We're climbing the ladder. All right. Going to this time it's RDV, and RDV. Do you dare enter the House of Mystery? And this is issue number 108.
Honestly, I have toilet paper. I'm good. Yeah. The 4 Faces of Frank Forbes. Or Forbes, sorry. Forbes sounds better.
Great Scott.
Great Scott, Marty. It's an image of you. That fantastic mirror is reflecting 3 bizarre creatures. I'm kind of interesting because they look like Muppet creatures. I kind of want like is Jim Henson Nightmare. That's what I want. I'll bite. I'll go a 9.
Okay. And how about you, Dalton?
I think I'm leaning towards a 9 too. Like I say, it's got a lot of really saturated colors. It's got a nice retro vibe. So yeah, 9.
It's got a retro vibe because it's a damn near Golden Age comic.
Well, yeah, but that's a good thing.
Yes,
in my lexicon anyway.
We have found out, and I forgot that you weren't you weren't in front. Eric is. So Eric, what do you say?
I say, was that a solo or a 2 run? The cover's a 10, just like it was last night when I picked that out of the 3 that were presented.
So he told you it's his fault.
Yeah, I just like this. I don't know. It's just.
I agree with you. I think this was the best of the 3.
Okay, it's 2 run.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Okay, I like this one too. I think it's a lot of fun. It's just, I mean, we've seen the mirror thing done before. Of course, the most famous being with the Justice League. The monsters look funny and interesting. And as Dalton said, I like the almost the oversaturation of color here. It has that, as he says, nostalgic feel. It has that bit where it's like this. I was watching Herbie the Love Bug the other day, and you could tell all the green screen that they were using. It was incredibly fake, and I love it for that artifice. And that's why I'm liking this one a lot as well. I'm giving it a 9 though. Alrighty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Alrighty. And let's see. Boom says 6. Glenser says 8. Alrighty. And then we have a 5 from Cheapo Comics and a 6 from Brian Stam. And next up, Jackson Roykirk says 8. Alrighty. 7 from Joe. We have an 8 from Michael Taylor saying cool covers and colors. Yeah, that's a good thing, Bernie Sanders' voice already. Dark Admiral says 9. Okie dokies. MK says, guy seeing an animal and the creature from the Black Lagoon and Metamucil, a.k.a. Metamorpho. Give it a 10. Alrighty. Ethereal says 8. Alrighty. And Maranya says, House of Mystery 108. Interesting concept, rendered well. Colors work well to sell the books. Score a mysterious 10. I think my problem is if these are horror covers, I want more scare and terror in the art. Is 5 super average? If so, 5, says Rhaegar. Well, you're not going to get Wortham covers out of anything but Wortham, tell you the truth. You have to say it in his voice. It doesn't work. Right, Brian? I scored on the art, but yes, the horror was lacking. Alrighty. And let's see. That is Hom. Number, what was this? 108.
Hey, Vang, when you see who's pitching for the Padres?
No, I'm not watching baseball.
Adam!
Okay.
Seems to be a lot of those.
Alrighty. So this one has 2 5s, taking out 2 of those, 2 10s. We've got 2 6s knocking out the other. Well, I meant 4. 2 5s, 2 6s, taking out the 4 10s. We've got 1 7 taking out one of those 3 9s, and then 4 8s doing the rest while leaving an 8 behind. And ladies and gentlemen, you scored this one, an 8. We are looking to climb that ladder, but have not yet gotten past the 8s. All right, maybe next. Maybe what's next? Okay,
maybe
so
if you guys shake it nicely, he'll let you.
And this is the 4th cover. Let me put in the go for 4. All righty. Go for 4. Here we are. And as we take a look at a cover to The Phantom Stranger, this is issue number 12. As we see him looming over a bed holding the ghost. It looks like the ghost of a woman, not even the woman herself. I'm assuming this is his murderer, her murderer. He's got a proper look of flight, canopy bed, old style ottoman there, and a candle that's melting, yet we don't see any landing on his suit. I dig on this. This one's getting a 9 for me. I like the colors. I like the green surrounding him. All righty. How about you, Eric?
I will match your 9.
All right. How about you, Dalton?
I'm going to keep with the chorus of 9s. It's a really good cover.
Alrighty. And RDV.
That guy's wishing he would have had that Taco Bell before bed. He's seeing things now. Yeah, it's I love how he's kind of like floating up there. It's kind of like the boots. The color. I don't like the color of the boots. So his feet. I guess he's supposed
the green almost made me think I was looking at the Spectre for a second, and then I looked closer.
Yeah.
His boots aren't green, obviously. That's a reflection.
Yeah, I know. It just looks weird though. Yeah, the old man, and then there's a dead girl. He's just it's like, what the heck? Everybody just Scrooge, man. I'll go 10. I like the everything else around it too. The only thing that doesn't match though is the title card. It's like a Charlton comic.
Yeah. All righty, and let's get to the chat and see what they give this. The Phantom Stranger, number 12. Black Spiders joined, just saying the House of Mystery gets a 7. All righty, and let's see. Dark Admiral says 10. So does Glenzer and Jackson Roykirk. Baba Boom says 9. Black Spiders says 7, and Joe says 8. As well as Brian Stam. So we've got a 7 and 2 8s, 9, 3 10s. All righty. We got a 7, 2 8s, a 9, and 3 10s. All right. Let's see. And that was all the way down to Brian Stam's. And starting with Michael Taylor, we've got a 10. Fantastic cover and colors. Phantom Stranger doing a Spectre impression. It's a 10. Looks awesome, says MK. And then we've got an 8 from Ethereal, a 9 from Rhaegar, and an 8 from Cheapo. 2 8s and a 9.
Cheapo.
And Phantom Stranger number 12. Great concept, rendered well. Greens lend themselves well to the eerie feel. Just enough background detail to set the scene. Score Phantom 10. All righty. Nightmare gets a 7. Phantom Stranger gets a 7, says Black Spiders. Didn't you already pop that? Do you know who the cover artist is?
I would guess it's either Neil Adams or Dick Giordano. It looks more like Adams, honestly.
Who?
Okay, and
Adams.
Thank you.
All righty. All right, so we have 1 7 getting rid of one of those 6 10s, 4 8s getting rid of all but 1 10 left, and then 5 9s, and that's where we land, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, boom. Already.
I want you in my room. Sorry.
Oh, you like the boom boom? Okay, so anywho, well,
I like the Venga Boys.
Okay, that's not what I was doing. All righty, let me put up the go for 5 here, and this will be Dalton's turn to start, right? Go for.
Wait, did you do one?
Oh yeah.
Was that okay?
Mine was the House of Mystery, I believe it was something like that. Yeah. I get number 4.
Okay.
So I get 4, 8, and 12, and so forth. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Go for
Just
5.
wanted to make sure we were keeping track of whose turn it was.
Actually, I think that was mine. The Phantom Stranger was mine. So we're starting over again. So it's actually Eric's.
Yeah.
Eric gets number 5,
so.
and number 5 is Black Magic number 5. Well, there you go. All right.
Oh, Santana.
Oh. Yeah, points for the pixel hands. Those aren't just pixel fingers. Those are pixel hands. But honestly, this is not doing anything for me. I'm going to say 6.
All right. Wow. Eric's grumpy. How about the Dalton? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't like the colors are interesting, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to be looking at here. So 6.
What I'm seeing is there's a baby transforming into a gigantic hawk and trying to kill.
No, it's a phoenix.
Okay, a life reborn from the ashes of a strange old bird. So a baby's turning into a phoenix and attacking his either murderer or kidnapper.
It'd be better.
An odd choice. It's a choice, but we'll see if it pays off for him, Cotton. Well,
there you go. How about you, RDV? So we got 2 6.
If you replace that baby with a bucket of KFC, that'd be an awesome cover. You know, you'll never eat chicken again.
That's the kind of thing that would happen in a Skeeters comic.
The Wreck-It Ralph hands, man. Jeez.
A baby phoenix is trying to kill me. I'm gonna wreck it.
I feel like the bird should stop and be like, dude, why are your hands so big? It's like I'll go 9. This kid's crazy.
All righty, we got a 9, and let's see. Yeah, I thought this looked interesting because what I'm looking at little thumbnail about yay big on the computer, and I go, well, that one looks good, and I'll pick out 3 or 4 that look good like this because I figure when you blow them up, they'll be cool. And I was on board with this all the way until I was like, yeah, this is an 8, this is 9, this is 10. Yeah, it's a 7. All righty. Let's see. We've got going to the chat, and we've got now and forever in my room. Cheapo says 5, Glenser says 8, and Dark Admiral says 6. So we got a 5, 6, and an 8. 5, 6, and 8. Is that a baby fell out of the bird's butt or transforming? And then MK says, okay, I'll go 7. 9, very cool cover, says Michael Taylor. And we have a 4 from Black Spiders. Alrighty. Next up, let's see. Dude's hand is huge. Also an angry bird. Give it a 6. Alrighty. And let's see. We've got a 4 from Rhaegar as well. Holy Toledo. 7 from Jackson. Alrighty. And a boom that says 9. Dynamic posing, and the baby makes it weird. Crazy strange. Kind of what RDV said. It's at least interesting, says Joe. Exactly. Black Magic number 5. Strange old bird adds to the weirdness factor of the color. Man and bird have almost the same expression. Cheerful colors at odds with a horror scene. Scored a strange 9.
It's called strange. It's called Black Magic, but it's strange old bird. So if it just didn't have this, you can't call it strange old bird. It'd just be old bird.
Right.
Well, but there are good types of weird and there are bad types of weird. I think a lot of people are coming down on it's the wrong type of weird.
Well, we have 2 4s and one 5 taking out 10 and 2 of the 3 9s. And then we've got 4 6s that are taking the last 9 and the last 8, and then 2 of the 7s. This lands on in 7 land again, ladies and gentlemen. All righty.
Once again, oh my gosh, how many do we have now? How many 7s?
No, I think we've only got 2 7s with this one.
When we get one more, we get jackpot.
Hey, there we go. Right now, we've got 2 7s and 2 8s and 1 9. Yeah. Yesterday, it turned out to be pretty even. We had 3 of one, 3 of the other. We actually had quite a few 10s. And that might happen as well here. Okay, that was Eric. Next up is Dalton. And Dalton, you get Ghosts. The Haunting of 76.
Ooh.
All righty. Let me put in go for 6.
Can anyone read the is that never mind.
It says we challenge you to read the tales of weird and supernatural ghosts, Haunting of 76, and then it says the ghost who would not die, the blackmailed phantom.
It's good, but there's nothing particularly interesting going on with it. I will go 7.
Okay. All righty. And how about you, RDV?
But the scare part, those are all relatives that won't go away.
Well, it looks like this guy is keeping them prisoner until they die and then turn into ghosts, because you got her being pushed in. You see a fresh prisoner on the floor, and he's full on flesh. And then in the background, you've got a woman rotting. She's not all the way done, but you could tell her flesh is just being eaten away. And then you've got a full on spirit.
Oh, man.
Did you just ghost-splain that?
He did.
I did. I mansplained ghosts, sir.
I didn't get a chance to look it over, and he's already talking about what it is. Cover is. He ruined it for me.
How did I ruin it?
I don't know, but Haunting Spirits of 76 sounds like a great alcohol. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Okay. And Eric?
I must concur with my colleague Dalton on this one. This is more of a 7 to me.
Okay. All righty. And I am going to go. I like this. I like the fact that it told a story with its characters. I'm going 9 on it. I like the colors. I like the way that they dressed her in the bright colors to show that she is, in fact, the fresh prisoner, soon to be another corpse in his dungeon. All right. Glenser, however, gives it a 9. Ethereal a 7. We've got 2 8s from Dark Admiral and Michael Taylor, and then Vava. Hold on, I'm going to stop there so I don't get confused. A 7, 2, 8, and a 9. Okay. I just looked. That. Well, no, I looked. Yeah, I know, right? I looked at what's below, and I figured, yeah, I might as well do a proper counting. Okay, and then Michael Taylor. Okay, now that's part of the 2-8. See, then Vava Voom gives a 7. So does Cheapo, Brian Stam, MK, and Joe, and we've got a 9 from Jackson Roykirk. So we got 5 7s and a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 9. And next up, Maranya says Ghost 51, Spirited Death, Chained Woman, Ghosts, Prisoner Man, Damsel in Distress. Cover fits the theme. Just enough background to set the scene. Scored a haunting 10. And Rhaegar says 8, and adding Pretty Striking. And Black Spider says 6. Alrighty. There we go.
If you want a proper counting, you have to talk to the count, Eric Green.
One.
2.
3. Alrighty. Once again, if you have a late vote, go right on ahead and let us know. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, and let's get this one down. And what we got here is 1-6. Fighting against those 2 10s, it's going to need the help of the 8 7s, which is going to wipe out the rest of the board. And we've got another 7. Okay. And if you guys don't know, recently I have been placing them in order. So we go what I think is the best. And sometimes I put the more interesting in the middle here. So, yeah, I think we're still going to get some good ones. There's some awesome freaking covers coming up. All righty. That being said, for right now, we are going to take a little bit of a break. Alrighty. Dalton, you're a guest here. Is there a horror comic you would like to see the covers to and rank them?
Tomb of Dracula.
You want to revisit the Tomb of Dracula?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I mean, actually, no. Hold on a second. Living Mummy. I keep suggesting Living Mummy, and it hasn't gotten yet.
So I like that one because we have not done any Living Mummy.
Okay, but I just want to point out, if we do Living Mummy, Tales from the Zombie magazines have to be part of it because there's not 12.
Yeah. I already have. I'm way ahead of you, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew about that. So okay, let's stick to that. Horror characters. What do you think, Eric? What do we got?
Let's see.
Joe, that's coming, by the way. I call it superhero horror. That's coming. Alrighty, and we're getting Where Monsters Dwell.
I was gonna say
actually not a bad pull there. Wow.
Vault of Evil, as I say.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to let the crowd take my turn tonight.
Okay. Where Monsters Dwell. Ghostbusters. Wait, we already did Ghostbusters.
We didn't do it. We did the 80s now one. We didn't do IDW or all that stuff. So
you want to do IDW Ghostbuster?
That wasn't my suggestion though. That's Ed was brought up, but I said Vault of Evil.
Okay, didn't we did that, right? So we'll be returning to it.
I don't think we did.
No, we did Vault of Horror. We didn't do Vault of Evil.
Vault of Evil.
Now I've got one for tomorrow night or for Friday night.
Okay.
Still got the original Marvel Tales though as well. Remember those?
Okay, so we've got Marvel. That's in that one the other day.
Oh, Marvel Tales.
Yep. So we've got a Dead of Night Eerie Comics, or let's see what else, or the modern day Ghostbusters. I think we're gonna go with let's go with how many issues is Dead of Night?
I don't know.
Maybe 11, but let me double check.
Okay. Because if not that, we can go for Eerie Comics or Eerie Magazine.
Well, Eerie Comics published. They they're the company that did all those whacked out magazines that we did one of last night.
Yeah.
But there was a series called Eerie, I believe.
Okay, let's do Eerie magazine.
Have you guys done Creepy yet? Speaking
yet,
of like the anthology ones.
Not yet, but we do a poll every time. So by all means, we have
a month's worth of Halloween comics to get to. So there's plenty of room in these halls for haunting.
All right, the poll is up. So place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, and give me just a little extra time so I can go to my sock puppet account and place my own bet.
That's for just let you know there were 17 issues of Eerie in the early 50s. It became Strange Worlds, but I looked at a couple of the covers. That'd be a good one to do.
We haven't done we haven't done Damien Hellstrom yet either.
That was actually the first thing that came to my mind. But
can we start with the original Son of Satan issues? That actually sounds pretty cool.
Actually, you'd want to start with the Marvel Spotlights.
That's what I meant. Yes. Alrighty, let's see where this goes. Right now, it's a tie between The Living Mummy and Eerie Magazine, and I'm not mad at that because I could go either way. On those two, that sounds pretty darn good.
Is Gail mad at that?
What?
Nothing.
Well, she's usually mad at everything, so it's okay. You learn to ignore it and then get separated for 7 years. All right. Let's see. Hey, it's been a long time. I can laugh about it now.
I'm just glad you can laugh about it now.
Actually, I tell her we wasted a lot of fucking time. She agrees. She agrees that we need a little bit of time to get our shit together. But yeah, we did.
Man, you guys need to start using the toilet. This is disgusting.
What are you talking about?
Someone getting your shit together. Why don't you be normal? Use a toilet, boy.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. All right. Let me put the go for 7. All righty. And are there any Filmation Ghostbusters? Yeah, but come on. That's 2 guys and a gorilla. So I don't think it really counts. All right.
I don't want to see that video.
Okay. So it's going to be RDV's turn. And RDV, you get House of Secrets, Volume 1, issue number 88.
10. All I can say is 10. I mean, the atmosphere, everything. You got Dalton's house up there on the corner there. You got this.
I wish.
All right. I know you're. Although the foundation might be a little shaky, though. You get a good gust of wind.
You know what, Dalton? I don't care. From now on, that's the house you live in. We're gonna.
If only, yeah. If only
play that shit up.
And then
that would be the first thing I would buy if I won the lottery. Is a big old Victorian mansion style house.
If I won the mega lottery, I would build the haunted mansion.
Yeah. Then you got pistachio down there on the gravestone.
Yeah. There you go. Yes.
Although my house would be weird in the sense that I'd have to replace all the staircases with ramps because, well, disabled.
No,
gravity hates me.
Keep them intact, and then when people that you don't like are leaving or just about to get your house, just press a button that turns them into.
The Mr. Burns button.
Yeah.
Release the house.
Well, Eric, what do you think?
I was gonna say they actually used the ramp thing in like Scooby Doo as well.
They did a couple episodes, yeah.
Okay. You got the woman in the white gown fleeing stately Mortimer Manor. That has a nice ring to it, stately Mortimer Manor.
If only.
Yeah, this was again. It was a 23 hours ago. It's a 10 now.
Alrighty.
I'd rather call it the House of Mortimer.
Okay.
Again, if only. But yeah.
Authenticate this cover, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in on the 10s. This is a really good cover. The only thing I dislike about it is the actual title of the book is a little bit too small, and I'm not sure why they're going with this neon yellow for House of Secrets, but other than that, it's good. So 10.
Yeah, they repeat the title twice, though. That's weird.
I know. That's what I think is weird. You've got 2 logos up there. Like if you get rid of "There's No Escape from the House of Secrets," expand the bat out. I mean, you might think it's a Batman book, but expand the bat out, and you've got DC's House of Secrets.
Well, remember the Phantom Stranger had the same thing up there.
Yeah, you don't need the.
Well, if you look in the old corner boxes of Marvel, they had the title tucked in up there too.
There you go. I guess so. That's just the thing. Well, I'm not getting off this particular 10 train either. Alrighty, let's go on over. I just think the atmosphere is awesome. The statues are creepy, and Dalton's house looks kind of like the Bates Motel, which I also, by the way, kind of pictured whenever I thought about where Dalton lives. All right.
It would
next. What's
I would say it would be a bitch for Amazon driver to deliver that place.
I know he would just throw it onto the stairs. Fuck you,
hey, Venkman. Whose house?
Swerve's house.
I was gonna say Dalton's house since we were
yeah
go to bed, but yeah.
All righty. So Ethereal says 8. Michael Taylor says 10. Everything about this cover is great. And then we have I picked Vault of Evil, says Rhaegar. Glenzer says 10, and Creepy Graveyard cover, give it an 8, says Brian Stam. Alrighty. And we have MK giving it a 9 and Cheapo giving it an 8. Alrighty. I'd buy the Munster House, says Joe. Jackson Roykirk says 10. This is my favorite cover so far, says Michael. And Joe says 7. Alrighty. We got a 10 and a 7.
He changed it to 8.
Okie dokie. I mean 8, not 7. All right.
So,
and then we have let's see, Black Spider says 10. Okay, and then it looks like a Fight Club house. 7. Well, Marvel put title twice in Dark Admiral saying 10.
Mr. Boyd, I don't keep them in the cellar. That's what I've added for.
House of Secrets 88, well rendered, just enough background to set the scene. Fleeing damsel in distress set off against the eerie monochromatic background. Score a 10 because can't do 1,000. It's meant to show the title when only the left corner was visible when the books were placed on a shelf. Good call from Jackson there. It's Diddy's house. No. Diddy's house.
That woman's way too old.
I put 9. Yeah, that woman. Yeah, and it's a woman. I put 9, right? Says Rhaegar.
There you go, Rhaegar. Okay. You got the age right. Oh, what? Too soon?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that was Bieber in a dress.
Right. Ooh. Okay, so we got stop here. If you have any late bids or votes, just say so, and we will change what needs to be changed. As it stands here, we have 1-7 taking out one of the 10-10s, and then we've got 4 8s and 2 9s trying to help, but they fail. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we have our first 10 of the night.
Well deserved, I think.
Boom, whether you got your 10 or not, it's already a 10. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to add it to the score, though. All right. There we go. So it's 11 10s. It's just more of a 10 now. All righty. And let's move on. And that was RDV. So it's my turn again with number 8. And this is Refrigerator Full of Heads by Joe Hill, Stephen King's kid. And this is issue number 1. All righty, let me put the go for 8 while you guys take a look at this cover here. And I had a few Joe Hill books to choose from, and Refrigerator Full of Heads popped up. And this cover, I loved it. This is a 10 for me, and I'll explain why. First of all, you have, of course, all the weapons around, and even a fishing pole, just normal stuff, as well as the battle axe. And then the door is open so slightly, and you see a severed head just peering out at you.
And the eerie, yellow-green glow.
Yeah. If you walked in on this, you would shit not only your britches, but the britches of anybody around you. And this is
makes me think of the Zool scene.
This is absolutely awesome. This is a 10. All righty. What do you think, Eric?
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear based on the handprint he didn't get to the handle. So how'd the door get open?
Telekinetically?
I have no idea whose handprint that would be.
Yes. However, this is a very cool cover, and I think I will go along with that and say 10.
All right. Okay, and this is, I believe, it's also a variant, by the way, just to point that out. Dalton, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right along with you guys with a 10. This actually reminds me of like the old images on Goosebump books, is what this makes me think of. I feel like there might have been a refrigerator-based R.L. Stein book at one point.
Could be. All righty. So, RDV, what do you think?
Looking at the actual thing face, if this wasn't a refrigerator full of heads, if this was just Evil Dead, it'd start talking to you, the Deadite.
But I guess this is the beginning because there's only one, because it says full of heads. But
wait. Oh, it's Highlander. There could only be one. That's what it is.
There you go. Yeah.
I see.
This looks like the beginning of the story. Okay, that's one. We're going to fill this up. This is my head fridge.
Someone really wanted to get ahead.
And so what do you say? What do you say, RDV?
He's ready to get a head start, and he's way ahead of us. This is a 9.
All righty. And going to the chat, Glinzer says, full of heads, it's just one. Yeah, well, it's the beginning of the story.
It's issue 1 of an ongoing series. One assumes there will be more in the future.
Yeah. All right. Heads, I only see one. 8 says, it's the beginning. I said it was issue number 1. Come on. All right. And he says 8. And let's see. 5 misleading. Why? Because oh my gosh. All right. It's a series called Refrigerator Full of Heads. If it starts off, unless the heads are the story, they're talking to each other, that might actually be interesting. 10 from MK. And Cheapo says 6. All right, saying he's having a hard time rating it. And 8 needs more heads. Why
are people being so literally minded all of a sudden?
No, right? 9 from Michael Taylor. As Kyle Rayner, who's in the fridge. Let's see. This gives me Justice League Gods and Monsters, Harley Quinn heads in the fridge. If you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know, he says. 9 from Dark Admiral, 6 from Bob. Boom. Already. And then we have, let's see, Refrigerator Full of Heads. Number 1, mundane setting done in monochromatic tones. Clickbait cover, fridge not full of heads. It's the title of the story. It's the first issue. Well-rendered concept, even scored Gail Simone head 10. See what I did there?
You keep reading these comments, you give yourself a headache.
I know, right? Jackson says 6. And then we have must be using other heads as bait in the lobster trap. Wait, does that work? I'm going back to Florida. All right. Rhaegar says, because usually we feed the bodies to the alligators on Gator Alley. Rhaegar says 9 already.
Did you skip over Jackson's comment?
Yeah, of course. And then we have a 6 from Black Spider. All righty. And heads got fridge. I saw something like this in Green Lantern. I'm not being literal with the heads. I just don't know. I can't say what's throwing me off here. And Jackson says 6. All right. Yeah. Oh, I got that. I got his already. Because he was right after Marani. Alrighty then. Let's get this.
Well, no, I was done with that. His comment before that. He said, ask Kyle Rayner whose head that is.
Oh, yeah. I got that one. Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, kids. Let's drop this. And what we got here is 1 5, taking out one of those 5 10s. The 5 6s, finish that off, goes for one of the 4 9s, 2 8s, try, but do not knock it down. And this is a 9. Alrighty. Refrigerator Full of Heads number 1 goes to the 9s. Alrighty. Cool. And away we go. That was mine, and we're going to return to Eric here So let me put up the, what are we on? Book 9. Okay, go for 9. Here we are. These are kind of cool covers. I'm digging on these. All righty. And away you go, Eric. You get Weird War Tales number 39. This one was an RDV pick.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect he's not going to get very far with those.
Doesn't look it. It looks like the Pirates of the Caribbean traded up.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a 10. I like this a lot.
All righty. How about you, Dalton?
I'm gonna go a 9. It is really cool. It's not quite as cool as some of the previous ones I've given 10s to. So 9.
All right. And RDV.
I was trying to figure what is the background behind them. Is that like a ship?
It's a sunken battleship.
Yeah. You know, the Marines that were on there, Marine Corps. And this is just during modern day, or it's I guess the 70s or something like that, you know. And then here's these guys walking up. It's just like, what the heck? But I love like when you see divers have those tanks like that. You know, you don't really see that much anymore unless you got one of those aquariums that has the little diver guy. But yeah, 10, dude. I like this. This is cool.
Alrighty. And yeah, I dig on this. I'm going with Dalton though. I think it's a 9, but it definitely tells a story to it. It's a Joe freaking Kubert cover too.
Yeah, that's why I picked it too.
It's awesome. The fish look like they're about to attack the skeletons, like they're picking off whatever meat is left. Yeah. But pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Let's go check out. Oh, did I put the go for 9? Yes, I did. Ethereal says 8. Glenzer says 10. And Cheapo says 8. All righty. 10, 8, and 8. And then a 10 from Baba Boom and a 9 from Jackson. Fish outside the fish bowl. Give it a 9. So we got 2 9s and a 10. All right. That last one comment was Brian Stam. Joe says 9 would have been cooler if they were pirates. I kind of looks like they are. I don't know. Except for they belong to the U.S. Army too. Hello, Shirls. And she gives this an 8. And then we have 10. Very cool cover. Very nice detail from Michael Taylor.
Oh,
already.
She meant to say hello.
Hello. Brian Stam gives this a 9. And next up, we have Maranya saying, Weird War Tales 39. Diver finding treasure. Skeletal soldiers about to exact revenge. Scene framed well by the circle and black background colors set the tone and mood. Score a very weird 10. All righty. You sank my battleship, says Cheapo. And Rhaegar gives this an 8, saying, Kubert, like the video game? Kubert. But yes, like the video game.
Makes you think that maybe like this is like these guys were after this treasure there, and that's why it's cursed.
Yeah, like they died searching for it instead of doing whatever mission they were on.
Yeah.
Dark Admiral says 10. Black Spider says 8. And Brian Stam says, get rid of my 1-9. Okay, what do you want to put in its place? Black Spider says 10. Dark Admiral says 10. And Black Spider says 8. Oh, BKB.
Well, we can't agree to agree. If you type 9 twice in there, that's.
Oh, I didn't put it up twice, did I?
No. He typed it in the chat twice. He did fish out
of water. Oh, so I might have read off 9 twice. Okay, I gotcha. Alrighty, and remember when they played Battleship and Falcon and the Snowman, but if you observe, they are playing the game wrong. It's a Bucky scene. All right, let's see what we got going on here.
You mean like it's signs when they're nailing the door that swings out where it's shut?
Right. Okay, so here's what this one got. There is nothing lower than an 8, by the way. 10, 9, 8. We have 4 8s. We have 5 10s. Okay, so it's 4 8s taking care of those 5 10s. One's left, and the 4 9s. Take it. we have a 9, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Now, so far we've got the single 10, right? Yep. All righty. And let's see. I don't think that's going to hold. I'm very confident that we are going to get something different. Wait, did I say that last one? Did I say that was RDV? Or it should have been Eric. No, it should have been Eric, right? Did you start us off on that one, RDV?
No, Eric did, no.
Okay, so this one's for Dalton.
What you said is I'm the one that chose it.
There you go. Okay, this one's Dalton. Thank you. And I'll put up the go for 11.
All right. House of Secrets again. Sinister House.
Secrets.
Secrets of the Sinister.
Yeah, I really dig this. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a cliff or is that supposed to be a spiral staircase that I'm seeing with the head on it.
All right. So what do you score this?
I think I'm going to go a 9.
Alrighty. Now I want to change my choice. I think this is the house you should be living in. How about you, RDV?
Is that Jameson? No. The flat top? Detour dead end. You know, there's a time when Americans need to stop backpacking through Europe. You know, it's just getting to the point where there's just so many. They need to put up a sign in Europe that says, Americans go home. You're going to die if you stay here. We've got werewolves. We've got creepy houses. We got kids getting lost, you know, with a bunch of House of Mystery and all that stuff. It's.
And you know what my response is to that, Bankman? Don't threaten me with a good time.
I mean, we're trying to thin out the herd, but we don't want to thin out too much. But I like the moon. I was going behind here, but that house, the thing with the face, that is just looks like JJJ. I'm sorry, with that flat top in the head and the shock. He's like Spider-Man.
That's the roof of the house, dude. It's not like
I know, but look the way it's designed. I cannot see it.
Yeah. It looks like Triple J died and got Frankenstein. Is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So what do you score it?
I'm gonna go 9.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
Dalton, remember Stately Mortimer Mansion from a couple covers ago?
Mm-hmm.
This is what it looks like now after Kamala's unrealized gains tax.
Oh, politics.
Not even in my wildest dreams can I have something nice for 5 seconds.
Nope.
Oh, God damn it.
But the cover, though, is another 10.
All righty. And I am going to disagree with something about what RDV and Dalton were talking about. I've lived in Florida long enough to know swamp vegetation, and that isn't in Europe. I'm sorry. Europe is not known for their swamps. This is pure 100% America. Maybe it's Louisiana, maybe it's Alabama, maybe it's Florida. I would have to go with the other states because we don't have cliffs. So, yeah, this is swampland, kids. This is not America. Say again?
Do you have corn walls?
Corn walls?
Yeah, if you have cliffs, right?
No. Oh, good Lord. Never mind. No, I said we don't. Anyway, that being said, this is an awesome cover. I'm giving this a 10. All right.
You say, bruv?
Okay. Let's go to the chat. Let's see. Va Va Boom gives it an 8, and so does Ethereal Dragon, and Cheapo Comics gives it a 7. Another 8 from Joe and a 0 from Glenzer. Okay, so we've got 3 8s and a 7. Alrighty, 1 7 and 3 8s. But Glenzer comes back saying, "Whoops, 10. I meant 10." Okay, which is why I highlight Rhaegar's comment. Glenzer over here trying to give Englantina a heart attack or giving him a stroke. Okay, so let's see. We have a 9. Very cool cover from Michael Taylor, and Brian Stam says 9 as well. Solid 7, says Cheryl. Alrighty, next up. We have Dark Admiral with a 10 and Jackson with a 7. Oh, BKB. Let's see. Don't backpack through the Scottish moors. Okie dokie. This is about a 6. And the one place I just absolutely refuse to backpack in is like Lebanon. Sinister House, Skull House with scared travelers. Just enough background to set the spooky atmosphere. Colors well placed. Score a Sinister 10.
I hear the price of pagers is skyrocketing.
Yeah, this gives me American Werewolf in London vibes. I'll go 10. This skull face also reminds me of a metal cover on an album. Alrighty. And then we've got a 7 from Black Spiders and the little boy smile. All right, so I can't tell if vertical or horizontal. Let's see. Great fun as usual. Stay safe out there, everyone. You have a good night, Brian. Take care, man. Don't forget to come back and finish off the countdown. All righty. That being said, if you do have a vote, just let us know. For now, however, I'm going to put the stop in, and let's see where this one lands. Oh, but
seriously, that's the house that Delph built. You know, he couldn't build anything else.
Okay. We have 1 6 taking on 6 10s, 4 7s. Oh, that knocks it down to 1. And then 3 8s works on that last 10, but does not work on all 4 9s. So let's get this one into the 9 column. Oh, we're looking for another 10, but they're just hitting the wall here. All righty, we've now got 4 9s, the most we have in any category. That being said, it was me, it was Eric, it was Dalton. This is RDV, and he gets the unexpected. Have you the nerve to face the unexpected? This is issue number 122.
I can't help myself. I must go to him. The Phantom of the Woodstock Festival. Woodstock Festival. This is.
I absolutely chose this so we had some cheesecake.
I mean, it is unexpected. Woodstock. I'm not expected to see that in an unexpected.
So is this kind of landscape in Pennsylvania there, Dalton?
Probably not, no.
Isn't that where Woodstock was, Pennsylvania?
I don't think so. I thought it was in like Ohio.
Which was really bugging me is that shadow that she's walking towards to.
Yeah.
With the collar popped up. I keep thinking it's Nightmare from Marvel.
Maybe this is a Marvel comic that seeped in. And DC put their stamp on it.
I'll go 9 on this.
Alrighty.
It is kind of weird, but I mean, I'm not a big huge fan of the slanted comic book angles. These are
okay. What about you, Eric?
Let's see. I just tilt my head a little bit, and oh, look, it's not slanted anymore.
Now your next crook. Good.
Oh shit. I will say 9.
Okay.
No, 10.
All right, we got a 9, we got a 10. Dalton, how about you?
I think I'm gonna go an 8 on this.
Okay.
The color is really nice and interesting. My issue here is it feels like we should be seeing what she's looking at, not her. Like whatever has her mesmerized in this way would be more interesting as a cover than she is.
So instead of the pretty girl, you want to look at the monster?
Well, he wants to see the guy.
Gay!
Wow.
Just saying.
I mean, yes, but that true, but immaterial in this instance. I give it an 8.
Right. I'm sorry. As soon as I said that,
No, it was entirely fine and entirely warranted. Angleton has a pass.
But no, you know what I thought about was when Yellow Flash, what his insult to you.
The dick sucker.
No,
God, I love that.
No kidding.
So much because it's so simultaneously stupid and ill-informed at the same. I have so much nostalgia over that. That was my first real YouTube argument, and he put his foot in it. So
yeah. Okay, so you got 2 guys trying to keep this woman from mindlessly moving in. By the eyes, you could tell she is hypnotized to whatever, not creature, but obvious, some sort of evil magician, sort of weird scientist guy. It's very basic, in all honesty. Not a lot to see except for the girl, the moon, but I dig it. I give this one a 10. It is awesome. All right, let's go to the chat. Glenser's giving it a 10. Michael's giving it an 8 already. And then we have an 8 from Joe. Woodstock was New York. Thank you, Dark Admiral. And Cheapo Comics says 8. So we got 2 8s. And then we have a 10 from Dark Admiral and an 8 from Ethereal. All righty. Next up, Maranya says the unexpected number 122 monochromatic cover works well to set the tone and theme of the book. Well rendered with just enough background to set the scene. Score not an unexpected 10 from Maranya. All righty. And then we have 9 from MK. Okay. And Vavavoom says 9. And he says, but the shadows on the floor is wrong to me. She's backlit, but the shadow on the floor would be away from her, which kind of makes you wonder what's going on, that he can project a shadow. One, it could be just a big mistake. 2, it could be something going on behind him, but I've got to go with Vavavoom. Probably a big mistake. Alrighty, let's get this one down. We have 5 8s taking out those 5 9s, only 3, or 5 10s, only 3 9s are left. Man, all of them just get right to it and then drop. Because this one is another 9. Alrighty. Will we get to a 10? I thought we would, but we only have 3. Oh, nope, sorry, 4. Then wait a second.
15, 10 commandments.
10 commandments. Do I have 16 books here and I got double thing?
Maybe.
Okay. That should have been 11. So why am I on number 12?
Because 12 comes after 11.
No. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I double count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, we just did 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, 12 was unexpected.
So we should have 3 left in theory, but
11.
Yeah.
Or that.
We should have 3 left in theory, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you skipped, I think you skipped 10. You went 9 and you went to 11 and you went to 12.
It's not enough to skip people in the chat.
I mean,
I've got 4 left. But the thing is I've filled up everything.
I'm just going with what you typed in the comments section. You typed in
1,
9.
2, 3. No, but going by this is weird to me. Okay, number 1 was Hellblazer. Did that one. Doorway to Nightmare was number 2. 3 is House of Mystery. 4 was Phantom Stranger. 5 was Black Magic. Okay, 6 is Ghosts. We're still going. 7 was the House of Secrets. 8 is the Refrigerator Full of Heads. 9 was the Weird War Tales. 10 was the Secret of Sinister House. 11, the Unexpected, which we just did. Oh.
Did you write the Nightmare?
Nope. I wrote down okay. I got it. Okay.
Okay.
The last one was Unexpected. I have Secrets written down twice. And this is mine right here.
Have a good night, Cheapo.
Oh, no. Hang out, man. We're almost done. Alrighty. And there we go. Okay, we're all good. I'm all good. It's all good, man. Stick around.
Basic math snafu avoided?
Yep.
Okay.
Go 4. We are on book number 13.
So 4 to go.
Yeah. Wait. How can there be? Yeah. How can
we? If we're on 13, then there should be 2 left after this one.
Yeah, well, but that's
so you've got 11 books up there.
All right.
Oh, there's a track I can see right here, going from 7 into. Oh.
Okay. Alrighty then. All right, so let's go. It's my turn to start. Alrighty, go for 13 or 12. Excuse me. It's going to be 12. I wrote down the wrong one, but there we go. It'll be 12, and book number 12 is Daphne Byrne number 1. This was one when we talked about doing horror books, and I was thinking DC, Marvel, and all that, this one came to mind for me immediately. It's a vampire, Daphne Byrne vampire book. This is the creepiest fuck cover to me, with her and her eyes blacked out, him grabbing onto her face. She is in his power. The gray, the black, the white really serves to just make it that much more creepy with that one.
He looks like the vampire from Salem's Lot, kind of.
He does. He looks like a Nosferatu-style vampire. This one is amazing to me. The only downside is the plus chapter 8 of Sea Dogs. Don't need that. Get rid of it. And this is a 10. I love this cover. All righty. What do you think, Dalton?
I'm gonna join you on the 10 score. This is it. I can't tell if it's drawn or if it's a photograph, but either way, it's cool.
Yeah, it's painted. Alrighty.
Well, then, yeah, it looks very photorealistic, so I got to give it props just for that. And then again, when you have the like Nosferatu, Salem's Lot style vampire, that's cool too. So 10.
This is a very atmospheric horror book right here. What do you think, RDV?
Well, until you told me it was a vampire, I thought it was Cassandra Nova from Deadpool Wolverine.
Alrighty.
Just getting ready to mind fuck him. It is creepy. I like it. A 10.
Alrighty. How about you, Eric?
The cover should say, "Savor this art because it's all downhill from here." 10.
Oh, was this one of those the cover and the interiors don't match well?
I don't like Kelly Jones's art at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give you a different review than him. I like Kelly Jones. I
agree with my Paul. Kelly Jones. He can't fit inside the Batmobile.
I don't think I've seen enough Kelly Jones to really have an opinion.
So, the Batmobile probably has fins that go up like 2 stories.
Yeah, because there's no way he's getting that cowl inside unless he's driving the Adam Westmobile.
Okay, so let's see. Dark Admiral says 10. Glinzer says 7. Joe says 9. All right, 10, 7, and 9. And let's see. I give this a high 7, says Rhaegar. And we get a 7 from Baba Boom. Michael Taylor says 9 does have a bit of Nosferatu vibe going on, says Michael. Alrighty. And 7 from Ethereal and Jackson Roykert. All right. And then we've got Maranya, Daphne Byrne. Number 1, feels like an homage to Nosferatu. Still, monochromatic cover sets the tone of the book. Simple, effective, sells the book, scores a Sea Dog 10. And although it doesn't have the long Nosferatu fingernails, that is true. All righty. Let's see. Do we have, I guess MK's been in and out anyway, but if he wants to judge it, he will judge it, and we will put it up and change whatever needs to be changed. Same with anybody else listening in. If you want to vote, go right on ahead. But what we got here is 5 7s, knocking out 5 of those 10s, and 2 9s, knocking out the others, and we have another 9. All righty. There we go.
Looking increasingly unlikely that we'll break the 10
another 10
threshold again.
That one I really thought we had it with. I thought we had another 10.
I thought for sure that one was going to do gangbusters, but
go figure. Sometimes not. Alrighty, now we're on to actual number 13. Oh, okay, and MK says 9 on that one, which just secures that 9 spot. Michael, if he had those fingernails before he would go snick and pop them out. All right, so let's go for actual 13. Excuse me, guys. And this time it is Eric's turn again. And Eric, you get the thumbnail. This is Elvira's House of Mystery, issue number 11 by Dave Stevens.
I don't care that she's an angry lesbian now. She wasn't here. This is a 10.
All righty. And Dalton.
I agree. It's a 10. It's got like a perfect balance of like campiness, and Elvira's obviously, Elvira-ing, so for those of you of a straighter persuasion than I am sure this is very interesting to me.
Actually, two of the people who are of a straighter persuasion decided no, they're giving it 8s, but there you go. RDV.
But
I gotta get 2 words for this. Me likey.
there is the heterosexual male involved.
You were expecting me to say those gams.
No, not with Elvira.
Well, even today's Elvira, she's got good gams. To 10. Everything. Right. I mean, is there even a top half to this cover?
Yeah. All right. So it's Dave Stevens. She's drawn perfectly. I think it's what's weird about it, though, is she's supposedly sitting side saddle on that broom, but her thigh is barely touching it. So you could get the ass round going on. So I can understand why they didn't put one leg over the other in this pose with that kind of skirt and everything. Let's face it, though. This is he draws women well. And this is not just a well-drawn, but it's a sexy cover. Absolutely a 10. All right, so we're leaving and going into the chat unanimous. Let's see how it goes, though. MK says 10. Ethereal says 8. And Vava Boom says 10. Always love this cover. All right, so we got a 10, an 8, and a 10. All righty. Glenzer says 8. Jackson says 10. Dark Admiral says 10. And eyes look weird, says Rhaegar. Give it an 8.
Jeez, Rhaegar. Dalton didn't even mention her eyes.
2, 8, and a 10. I know, right? 10. One of my favorite Stevens covers, says Dark Admiral. And we have, oh, wait, nope. I already counted that one. But Elvira gets a 10. There you go, from Joe. And Michael Taylor gives a 10. So I don't have to erase one of the 10s. And does Elvira not have gams? I didn't notice. Dave Stevens, enough said. And Elvira's House of Mystery number 11. Great homage to a typical flying witch framed by the full moon. Perfect rendering and likeness. Score an Elvira 10. All righty, gang.
You know, to be fair to the people that brought up the gams, Dave Stevens probably gives Elvira smaller breasts than anybody else that's ever drawn her.
That's true. One of the things I was picking out for a thumbnail was literally from her boobs up, and they were just ridiculous. All righty, let's get this one down. And the scoring, we've got 3 8s and 12 10s. So I'm thinking 10?
7.
Oh. All right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think
yes,
the 10s have it this time.
All righty, there we go. And that was Eric. And Dalton, you get to lead us off on the next one. Issue number 14, or book number 14, but this is actually Bernie Wrightson, and this is Secrets of Haunted House number 5.
This is just this is probably the most Halloween cover we've had all night.
Yes.
And I am digging it. 10.
All righty. How about you, RDV?
Favorite cover of the night is the 10. I just feel like you're just going to start having some animated skeletons start dancing behind it.
All righty. Eric, what do you say?
Oh, 10.
All righty. And I'm not getting off this 10 train at all. Okay, so I'm waiting for the damn DC cannot get to putting out their horror titles and color trades fast enough, says Jackson. And he gives this one a 10.
The trades never show up quickly enough, frankly.
And Vava Boom gives this a 10. All righty. Gives me Halloween the movie vibes. Jack-o'-lantern always a win. Give it a 10. All righty. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, no one's mentioned that it's got arms coming out of it.
And then Dark Admiral says 10. Bernie Ayo. I have no idea what that's about, but there you go. 8 from Joe. 10. Very cool cover. Fantastic covers. Fantastic colors. All right. And we have there you go. That's that for those so far.
Maranya hasn't chimed in yet.
Oh, I know. That's why I leaned back and didn't start writing up. This I really struggled with the idea that I'm going to leave this one for the Bernie covers, but this is going to be an advertisement for the Bernie covers because we are going to be doing Bernie writes in, I believe, Sunday. So show up for that one as well. Friday will be Marvel. Maranya says, Haunted House 5, typical jack-o'-lantern turned demonic, fits for the book just enough color to define the demon pumpkin against the black background, score a pumpkin 10. All righty, and that's 1, 2, and 3. That's number 4. And then we've got an 8 from Ethereal Dragon. And yeah, I mean, the lighting and the jack-o'-lantern, the green monster, it's all perfect on the wood, what looks like a wooden floor in the complete.
It's just Halloween incarnate in a single comic, frankly.
Yeah, it is pure awesomeness. And we got 2 more 8s, one from Glinzer and one from Black Spiders. Is that everybody? It looks about it. And the Lester sisters call this cover of the night. Probably would, actually. All righty. And they were invited, but they are busy on Wednesdays. Alrighty, and we'll put up stop. Any last minute votes will be added. If it changes anything, we'll change it. But for now, we've got 4 8s fighting 9 10s. Right? Is it 1, 2? Yep, 9 10s. So they're not going to win.
I thought for a second there we were on our way to our 4th immaculate cover. Then the 8s started pouring in.
Then the 8s, yep. Alrighty. And here we go. It is last cover of the night. And this one goes to RDV. And normally I don't double up. I try to keep it different titles. I think we had a House of Secrets, or at least a House of Secrets Sinister Love or something. But this is House of Secrets number 105. And this is fucking cool. Go on ahead, RDV.
Is he wearing sunglasses?
I don't care. It's awesome.
It's a dragonfly. Okay.
No, yeah, it's a dragonfly on it. Yeah.
At first I didn't see it. I was like, he just got back from a jazz club. Oh.
Yeah.
Little beret in his hat.
Yeah.
Woman, whoa, man. Love that movie.
All right. Nell Breyer gets an 8 from Black Spiders.
Man, those kids, those meddling kids. I mean, I hope that's not a huge giant, like a giant skull. I hope it's they're just at it really far away. I'll give this a 9.
All right.
There's a frog down there too. He's just really blending in with the little hip head.
Yep. All right. How about you, Eric?
I'm giving it a 10.
Okay. And Dalton?
I'm gonna give it an 8. I think there's just a little bit too much gray going on in this cover for me.
Wow. Okay. I got to tell you, I did not expect this from him. That's a perfectly painted skull, a great image of something that could actually happen. Kids fishing, and there's just a dead body.
Actually, this actually has happened. A year ago, I was watching a YouTuber use out kayaking, go fishing, and then he came across a dead body.
The waves in the water, as you mentioned, the nature of it and everything. This is purely a 10. This is a no question about it 10. Alrighty, but
which would make this a 10 for me.
What
if there were glowing eyes in the skull?
Nah, I think that would have been overboard.
Yeah, I think
it is right here.
Well, here he is overboard.
One of my issues is there's just not much going on in this cover. Like the skull is there, and that's cool.
That's all you need for it, though. Okay, but hey, you know what? That's what makes horse racing.
You swam into that one, okay?
Right. 7 from Ethereal, 9 from Glinzer, and an 8 from Joe. All right, 7, 8, and 9. And then we have a 9 from Baba Boom. Next up, I'm blocking it. Daphne gets I gave it to 10. Fantastic cover and art, says Michael Taylor. Black Spiders gives it an 8. And then we have 10, combination of my 2 favorite hobbies, fishing and comics, and dead bodies. Alrighty, and 8 from Jackson Roykert, and MK says 10. Ready? Next up, I thought RDV would say what would make it a 10 for me, or boobs. Reflection from the boat and kids is well done. I know this is an incredible painting.
I mean, well, they're little boys. I don't need that, you know.
Great monochromatic color cover sets the tone of the book. Mundane fishing set against the horror of the skull. Less is definitely more here. Score a secret 10. All righty. And let's see, 2, 5, 8, and 6, 14. That's about where we've been. If anybody has a last minute vote, please let us know. Otherwise, let's figure out where this goes to. All right, last cover of the night. And it has 2 7s and 3 8s, knocking down 5 of those 6 10s, and then the 3 9s take care of the rest. And this, our last cover of the night, ends up a 9. I thought it would be a 10. That's why I put in 15. I always think is going to be a 10. That's why I put it as the last cover of the night, so we can end on a high. But that's wishful thinking.
I was going to say you didn't 9. You're putting that 10 first.
But a 9 is still pretty good. And this is the placements, ladies and gentlemen. And remember,
we had quite a few 9s too, so it's not.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like it's not like we were down on them for most of the night.
Well,
I don't think we even dropped below a 6, did we?
No, we didn't drop below a 7 I mean, look, and that's the thing. We cannot forget that a 7 is a good book. That being said, I have been letting the chat vote for where the positioning is. So if you want to do that, hang out. That being said, I figure what the heck, since we do sometimes lose viewers while we're doing this, let's end the poll and see where we stand. And the next thing I put up there, we've got 20 votes. Thank you for everybody who participated. And let's see, Where Monsters Dwell got 10% of the vote. Vault of Evil got 25. Eerie Magazine 30. And it looks like Dalton's suggestion of The Living Mummy won with 34% of the vote. So we will definitely be doing that. Okay, that said, let's get this thing going. Let's see, go for the 7s. And Eric, you want to start us off? Your favorite and least favorite of the 7s?
Favorite is the Floating Heads. Least favorite is Black Magic.
All righty. And Ghosts. All righty. Dalton, favorite and least favorite of the 7s?
Favorite is Hellblazer. Least favorite is the Phoenix one.
Okay. RDV.
Favorite is Hellblazer. Least favorite is the Chicken Hawk. Or Phoenix.
Okay. And we're all unanimous about the worst, but I'm going Ghosts as my favorite on this one. Alrighty, and then we've got Ethereal saying the Ghost is the best and Hellraiser the worst. Alrighty. And we have Maranya with Ghost worst, Ghost best, worst is Black Magic. Alrighty. And then we have favorite Ghost and least is Hellblazer. Okay, and then we have best is Ghost, worst is Hellblazer from Glenser as well. Alrighty. And is that all that's voting this time around, or do we have more? Okay, only 4 stuck around to vote. Alrighty. Let's see. As it stands, we have, there's nobody voting positively for Black Magic. Hellblazer has 2 down votes, or 3 down votes, 2 up votes, and Ghost has no down votes, but 5, up votes. All righty. Now, all we need is your favorite. Oh, wait, no, we got some latecomers. Best is Ghost, worst is Hellblazer. All right, let me add these in. And then we have Ghost is best, Heads is worst, says Michael Taylor. Ghost is best, the Heads is worst. That would be Hellblazer. No, Michael also has best Ghost, worst Hellblazer. Yep. All righty. So actually, that doesn't really change anything because there's still no positive for Black Magic. Okay, let me put the go for the 8s. And all I need is your favorite because there's only 2 of them. All right.
What are the 2 8s? I can't quite see from there.
It is the Sinister House with a skull at the top, and then the kids boating cover. So it's House of Secrets and Sinister House.
I like the one with the house that almost looks like a head.
Okay. Alrighty. How about you, Eric?
House of Mystery.
Oh shit! I'm in the 9s. It's House of Mystery or the Nightmare. Sorry, Dalton. House of Mystery and the Nightmare are the two. I messed that up. Sorry. The one with the mirrors or Madame Xanadu.
The one with the mirrors I like better.
Okay. And it was Nightmare. Sorry about that, guys. And the one with the mirrors is the one that's House of Mystery. Eric says the same. RDV, what do you pick?
I'm going with Nightmare.
And so will I. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, MK came in. Best hell, worst magic. It didn't change anything, but yep. Best hell is worst. Alrighty. And then, but by all means, please, MK, keep voting. Let's see. In the chat, favorite is Nightmare, says Vava Boom. And then we have, let's see, best is Nightmare, says Glinzer. Alrighty. And Maranya says best is Nightmare. And then we've got one for the mirrors from Ethereal. Alrighty. And let's see, do we have MK's vote? Because I missed him last time. I'll make sure he's there. Make sure that he's there. Mirrors from Ethereal. Okay, cool. And we have best is Nightmare from Dark Admiral. Oh, we got more voters left than I thought. Okay, yes, I got Michael's. Alrighty, and MK says best is Mirror. Alrighty, let's go with a stop. Okay, and if you have a last minute bid, or sorry, best is Mirror, worst is, yeah, I got you there, MK. If you have a last minute, let us know. But as it stands right now, the Nightmare ended up winning by 1 over House of Mystery. All righty, going to the 9s. We've got 7 books tonight that hit the 9s. And Eric, what is your favorite and least favorite of the 9s?
Favorite is the Secrets of Sinister House.
All right.
Least favorite, Phantom Stranger.
All right. How about you, Dalton?
I think my favorite is actually Eric's least favorite. I like the Phantom Stranger cover.
All right. And what is your least favorite?
Least favorite is the refrigerator full of heads.
Okay. All right, RDV, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
We're going with Daphne.
Daphne is best.
Best. And worst is Severed Head.
All right. Oh, one for Joe Hill on best and 1 for Joe Hill on worst. All righty. Let's see.
That's 2 for worst.
Say what? Oh, no. I meant from RDV specifically.
Oh, right.
He voted on the Joe Hill books, 1 for best and 1 for worst. For me, it's between Daphne and the House of Secrets. I got to go Daphne Byrne on for the best. That is just one hell of a creepy cover. And the worst for me, sorry there, RDV, but the worst is the Weird War with the army there. Let's see, going to the chat. Best is Weird War from Glinzer, and the worst is Refrigerator Full of Heads. All righty. And then we have Vava Boom. Best is War, least is Heads. Okay. And then we've got Weird War in the Fishing, says Ethereal. And that would be the House of Secrets. All righty. Let's see. Maranya, the 9s. Best is Weird War. Worst, Nosferatu Daphne. All righty. There we go. And MK says best is Phantom Stranger, worst is The Soldiers. All righty, we got another vote for the Phantom Stranger, and Weird War gets a worst of. And let's see, do we have who are we missing? Dark Admiral,
One Slick Dude,
Michael Taylor. Yeah, One Slick Dude probably left it. He always, yeah. Oh, here we go. With MK saying best is fan. Oh no, I got that one. Weird War and worst is Head from Dark Admiral. So Weird War is the best, and Refrigerator Full of Heads is the worst. Alrighty, and should be Michael. Is Michael still in the house? Glinzer, Baba Boom. All right, let's see. We'll wait a little bit before we go through on this one and see. So I got to say, I did go and see the Transformers movie tonight. Had an empty theater, kind of enjoyed. That means, don't have to worry about the food I snuck in. And frankly, if you need to fart, right? I mean, that's the way it is if you have a theater by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, I cannot. It was an okay film, but I cannot find myself caring about Transformers. It's just not a thing for me anymore. Definitely. Phantom Stranger is the best, says Michael. What is your worst, sir? We're doing the worst and the best. And there we go. But the movie, I don't know. It's one of those you watch it, you're entertained. I was entertained, but as soon as it's done, forget everything.
I think you'll have a better time with Wild Robot. That's supposed to be insanely good.
Yeah, Gail wanted to watch it with me, and she's sick tonight, so I couldn't. England 10, when the audience is in the theater, ever snitched on you for bringing your own food? One time, actually. Have you seen that? Tomorrow we're gonna go see Joker. All right, Michael didn't give a worst. I'm gonna move on here. What's Wild Robot as a kid? It's a family film. All right, let's see what we got here. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of these did not get a mention at all. All right, let's see how it goes. It's all due to ratio. And it looks like the worst is going to be Refrigerator Full of Heads because it's got 5 negatives, no positive whatsoever. All righty. And what other negatives are we going to end up in? Actually, there are none. There are no more negative things. So the next one would have to be the one that wasn't mentioned. And we've got Sinister. We've got Phantom. The only one that wasn't mentioned, so I'll put it here since that is the unexpected. All righty. Next up with, I guess the next one would have to be House of Secrets because it's got 1 positive, 1 0, leading to a score of 0. And then we have, with a score of 1, we have Daphne Byrne. Although it did have 2 positive votes and 1 negative vote, so I'm actually, I don't think that's it. The only 1 positive vote for Sinister, and then we've got Daphne Byrne, and then the next up would be Weird. Whoops, would it be? Of the 2 of these, Phantom Stranger has 3 and 1 negative, and then Weird War has 4 and 2 negatives. So there we go. Alrighty, and that is the way those settle. And let's go to the 10s, Eric. Yeah, I know there were a lot of good covers. Let me put the go for 10, and Eric, best and worst of those 3.
Best Secrets of Sinister or Secrets of Haunted House. Okay. And worst Elvira. Their least favorite.
Okay. And the worst is Elvira. Alrighty. And there we go. Dalton, what do you think of these 3?
I think the best is the Jack-o'-lantern one, and the worst is the Woman in White of those 3. Which isn't to say that any of them are bad, because obviously they're all 10s. But
yeah. Okay, so we've got, there you go. And RDV.
Right. Jack-o'-lantern, And then Elvira.
Okay. And Glinzer comes out with a vote saying House of Secrets is the best, and the worst is the Halloween pumpkin.
I want to make a note that the gay guy was the one who was the kindness to the Elvira.
I know, right? Yeah. Let's see. And the best is the House of Secrets, and the worst is the Haunted. All righty. Cool. Let's see. Let's see what happens when the other votes come on in. Alrighty. MK, Elvira is the best. The worst is the ghost one. And that's the Secrets of Sinister House, or House of Secrets, yeah. Alrighty. And the Elvira is the best. Everything has at least one on either side. Best is Secrets. Worst is Haunted. Oh, no. Yep. Best is Secrets. Worst is Elvira, says Dark Admiral. Okay. And the Secrets of Haunted House. Oh, no. Or
Yeah, that's the one with the jack-o'-lantern on.
Well, Secrets of Haunted House, and then House of Secrets. So the House of Secrets is Secrets. Let's see. 10 best. Marania's saying I skipped her. Sorry. Best is the Haunted House. Worst is Elvira. Alrighty. And then let's see. It's fine the way it is. So vote for Secrets for positive, and the Haunted for negative. For Ethereal, Baba Boom says Elvira best, Haunted worst. Alrighty. And let's see. House of Secrets best. Hate to do this to Stevens, is the worst. Okay. And let's see. The 9s and 10s were tough, says Michael. I completely agree with you. And there you go. Let me get the stop. If there is a last-minute vote, we will add it. All right. And let's see who wins tonight's covers. All right. This is actually pretty damn close. Everything got bids. The worst of them was Elvira, because it got 2 positive, 5 negative. Once again, it's a 10, but that's just the way the cookie crumbled.
The least of the 10s is still not a bad thing.
So it's Secrets of Haunted House.
So makes you in the top 3.
It's Secrets of Haunted House or House of Secrets, and it was 4 positive for both of them. One had 3 negative, one had 2 negative, and the one that had 2, ladies and gentlemen, we leave it the way it is. House of Secrets is your number 1. So it goes at number 15, we have Black Magic. Number 14 is Hellblazer. Number 13 is Ghosts. Number 12 is House of Mystery. The Nightmare Band ends up being number 10. Or number 11, excuse me. Number 10 is House, the Refrigerator Full of Heads. 9, The Unexpected. 8, House of Secrets again with the floating, with the kids fishing. And then we have 7 with Sinister House. 6, Daphne Byrne. 5, Phantom Stranger. Weird War is number 4. Elvira's House of Mystery, number 3. The Secrets of Haunted House, number 2. And number 1 is the House of Secrets. Awesome covers all the freaking way around. Dalton, did your favorite win or even make the top 10?
My favorite, I think, was the one with the jack-o'-lantern. So yeah, it made it to the top 3.
Okay, how about you, Eric? Oh, he was muted. How about you, RDV?
All right, where's that?
Listen, did your favorite make it to the top 10?
I said before. I said that the pumpkin was my favorite of the night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a really good one. I think that's my favorite. Yeah, how about you, Eric?
Same.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. See my comment, revised, changed, vote that should change the rankings. Sorry, worst one was the ghost cover, not the pumpkin cover. Now it's a tie.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? For time's sake, I'm just going to say, God bless you. We have a tie now between the two. So there you go. That being said, another thing that I'd like to start doing, I know it expands the runtime of the show, but it has been a fun part of this. And so I'm going to show off the rejects if y'all don't mind.
Uh-huh.
There you go. And these are the ones we picked to not be on the show. Alrighty. And we always get, oh, that one should have been there. The DC Halloween special didn't make it for obvious reasons, in my opinion. This was the other Elvira cover, or one of the other Elvira covers. This is House of Mystery number 4. I dig the negative space, but it looks like the hands are not hers, by the way.
I think you made the right call. The which one was more interesting than this one?
Yeah. Then we have Beware Terror Tales.
That would have been neat.
Yeah. And then we have the other Black Magic. Knowing how this one was just weird.
Yeah, that series I don't think brought any heavy hitters to this.
So we had a few of these, and we had to decide which one of the blondes in a flowing gown are we going to use. This is Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love number 2, and this is Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love number 4.
I think the best one made it in.
Okay, and then we've got Elvira's House of Mystery number 1, which of course is her looking like the famous House of Mystery cover. And then we have House of Mystery number 1. Next up was House of Mystery number 155. And then House of Mystery number 255. This was the other House of Secrets. I think we made the right choice because the other, I think we made the right choice.
Yep.
This is a book called Sandman Presents Love Street. And then The Secrets of the Haunted House. We definitely made the right choice on this one.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And then The Corinthian. And a cover for Supernatural, the comic book based on the TV show. But those were all the rejects this time. I think we did pretty good this time.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We have several horror movies in my local theater, including The Substance, which quite frankly looks like it might be superior to Joker. Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really say. I haven't seen either one of them. I want to see both. The one mirror cover that Eric picked for the ranking, I feel, was either a repeat or an homage was done of it. Joe Biden holding an ice cream cone on the House of Secrets, yeah, of course. But there you go, gang. All right, just remember we're going to be doing Marvel on Friday. So join us for that at 10:30. Tomorrow is football night and date night, so we're going to take a break. Maybe come back home if Gail falls asleep early. We'll get together and do some Agatha. All righty?
Yep.
And there you go, guys. Also, of course, the auction is on Saturday. I did get a few books in. These are some $5 and such. The big dog that came in already sold. So yeah, looking forward to it, as well as there's going to be another batch of comics coming in tomorrow or the next as well. So there you go. All righty. Thanks for hanging out with us. And as always, thank you for joining us this time, Dalton. As always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.